Michelle?
Just one item. This relates to the economic stimulus program and the applications that are currently being put together for various town projects. We've been asked to provide some technical assistance in completing some of those applications, primarily related to drainage projects. So we're looking for an authorization in an amount not to exceed $2,000 to help complete those applications.
That's the drainage issues.
Yes.
We also submitted a request for the stimulus package for $2 million for 63,000 feet of sidewalks on 1131 and South Bay Road. So
Yeah, I can give a little bit of a kind of a spin-off on that too. Part of our firm's economic development retainer for the town, we were asked to look into that and we submitted a request. It's our understanding that through the Environmental Facilities Corporation, the New York State EFC, there may be significant funds available to fund projects like this, drainage improvements that are needed in the town. Wayne put together good examples of projects that really need to be considered, I think, last week. And in trying to submit the application paperwork, we realized that there really is technical assistance, engineering assistance that needs to be put into these applications in order for them to even be considered. So that's why we approached O'Brien and Gear about it, and I think that maybe Gary spoke with Chad about it, and that's why they are asking for those funds.
any questions? Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Mr. Dzinski?
Yes. Anything else, Michelle?
Nope, that's it.
Wayne?
Just a couple of things. I gave everybody a memo regarding training. I'd like for myself and two other code enforcement officers to attend a local seminar coming up next week at Barbie Gallows. The total cost would be $70 for Steve and I to attend. John Dunham is also attending, but because he works part-time for us and part-time for Manlius is picking up his fees, so the total cost is $70 for Steve and I to attend.
Motion to approve is presented.
Second.
The other issue, oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Conway?
We got it. Yes.
Ms. Tarwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Mr. Dzinski?
Yes.
The other issue is that I haven't found out exactly when the Brewers moratorium expires, but it's probably soon, and I would request the board to just maybe place another moratorium in place with the same conditions as the last one, because we're waiting to get the zoning finalized there, and then by the time we have public hearings and everything, the other one may expire. So just to be safe, I think we ought to pass another one.
Do you know the exact date?
I don't off the top of my head, but I think Wayne's probably right, and it's right around now. Wayne and I talked about this briefly this afternoon. He's the one who brought it up to me. You'd have to do it by local law as you did before, so if you wanted to move forward, maybe set a public hearing tonight for your next meeting, and it would be, I would propose that you just use the same moratorium language that you used before, which does contain that waiver provision that people have availed themselves of, so it's not too much of a burden and a hardship on those in the area.
Make a motion, we set February 23rd, 2009 for public hearing for a possible Brewer extension of the moratorium.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Mr. Dzinski?
Yes. Anything else, Wayne?
No, that's all.
Linda?
I would first like to bring up that time is of the essence. If you have not brought your exemption form in, March 1st is the deadline. We will let people come in on Monday, which is after March 1st, because that falls on the weekend. But we still have some exemptions that are out and haven't gotten in. Very important to meet that deadline. The other item is that Wayne and I were talking about his need to access records either by owner name or by street address. They have one Citrix access in there, and I was wondering if possibly you'd consider maybe letting them have a second in the other part of the office, so it'd make it easier for him to get information as he needed it, instead of me trying to print up the things, 'cause it ties up everything when I do that. I think all it would cost was maybe $100 or $114, whatever the cost of a site-based license is. So is that something we could look into possibly?
Sure. If it's gonna make his office more efficient.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, we only have one, access, and if somebody's on it, they have to get out, and somebody else can get on it, and it just ties everything up. Because there's, I mean, 3 secretaries have access to it, and they all take turns, and, you know, there's a number of things going on at any one time that we have to look up.
Gene, do we have funding for that? Shouldn't exceed
I'm sure
$150.
there's money in contractual, if it's a nominal fee of $100, $150, that would be okay.
Okay, we'll go forward with it if it's all right with you.
Motion to approve is presented.
And the last thing is,
Oh,
please,
yes, right here.
oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Tarwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
There's not to exceed $150 that we do.
That's what
Okay.
Gene said.
Yes.
And Mr. Kaczynski, please.
Yes.
The last thing is, I'm out doing a lot of field work, so please nobody shoot me.
What's not my
Sharon Edick,
Thank you.
Tracy.
No, I just wanted to extend congratulations to the seniors for their award and for Parker Max for their award. Thank you.
Gene?